Today's topic is the non-access modifier in Java. In Java, non-access modifier provides the additional functionality and impose specific constraints on the classes, methods, variables, and constructors. These modifiers do not control the access but affect on the other aspects in the behavior. The key non-access modifier in Java: final, static, abstract, transient, native, and this is the and the first is the final modifier. The final modifier applies to variables, methods, and classes. It imposes the immutability of the prevent modification. Final variable. A variable declared as a final cannot be reassigned after its initial assignment. It must be initialized at the time of declaration or within the constructor. For example, final int max value is equal to 100. Second is the final method. A final method marked final cannot be overridden by the subclasses. This is used to maintain the original functionality of the method. Example, the final void display system.out.println. This is the final method. Third is the final class. A final class is declared as a final cannot be subclassed. This is useful to prevent the inheritance where the modification of classes behavior and the undesirable. For example, the final class math utils. And the second is the static modifier. The static modifier can be used with the methods, variables, and inner classes. It associated the class members with the class itself rather than it is a specific instance. The static variable. A static variable is shared among all the instances of a class. It is initialized only once at the time of class loading. For example, the static int is equal to 0. Third is the static method. In a static method can be called without creating an instance of a class. It cannot be accessed static data or call or the static methods. For example, the static void show system.out.println static method. In double quotes, the static method. Third is the static block. Used for the static initialization of a class. It is executed when a class is loaded into memory. For example, the static initialization of code curly braces close. Third keyword is also known as the abstract modifier. The abstract modifier is used to define the abstract classes and the methods. The abstract class, a class declared as abstract, cannot be instantiated directly. It is designed to be the subclass where the concrete implementation and provided. Concrete implementation are provided. For example, the abstract class set, abstract void draw method, and curly braces close. The abstract method, an abstract method has the no body and must be implemented by subclasses. It forces the subclasses to provided a method implementation. Example, abstract void calculate the area. Fourth is the synchronizer modifier. The synchronizer modifier is used to handle the multi-threading by controlling the access to the method and block, ensuring that the only one thread can be executed the code at a time. Synchronizer method ensure that the only one thread can access the method at a time of preventing thread interface. For example, the synchronizer void increment count plus plus and the curly braces is closed. The third one is the synchronizer. Third one is the synchronizer block. Synchronizer block restricts the access to the block of code and rather than to the entire method. For example, synchronized in bracket this curly braces open and synchronized code of block. Fifth is the transient modifier. The transient modifier is used with a variable during serialization. It indicates that the variable should not be serialized. That is, it is the value will not be saved the part of object's serialized state. That's all about the access modifier in Java. Thank you.